Japan's first ever international FIA Championship rally gets the second half of the 2002 Asia Pacific Rally Championship underway. The Rally Hokkaido organisers are hoping their event will go on to host Japan's first World Championship rally. Defending APRC champion Karamjit Singh is hoping this rally will give him another victory and a commanding lead in the title fight. Potentially making a Karamjit win more difficult are two former APRC champions. 1999 title holder Katsuhiko Taguchi is making a one-off appearance in a factory Group A Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 7. Subaru star Possum Bourne is continuing his 2002 campaign in a Group A Impreza. Karam's main APRC title rival, though, is still Italian Nico Calderola, giving away some performance with his Group N Lancer, but second in the standings nevertheless. New Zealand Group N campaigner Rhys Jones is fourth in the outright APAC standings, third in Group N. With the production class win in his homeland event, New Zealander Stu Warren's fifth in the outright title fight, second in Group N. New Zealanders feature heavily in the series. Andrew Hawkswood sixth outright after two starts. And veteran Brian Green is seventh. Others yet to fire in the APRC contest are Indian champion Naren Kumar and the much experienced New Caledonian Jean-Louis Leroux. Monster Tajima is the sole champs contender in the 2-litre class. There's a downpour just as Rally Hokkaido begins, and roads that were dry and dusty during recce are now treacherously wet and greasy. The conditions take a high toll, almost 20% of the field's out in just 2 stages. And when the morning tests are reused after lunch, the roads are even worse, now very badly rutted. Possum Bourne has some wild moments in the opening stages, but he still wins the first 2 tests and goes on to open up a 17-second lead by the end of leg 1. Even though grass that clogs his Impreza's radiator from one off-road moment has caused engine damage and is blunting its performance. Taguchi wins the last 2 stages to hold down second. But Karamjit is hot on his tail, just 15 seconds back.
80, right 6.
Japanese driver Fumio Nutahara, well experienced internationally, grabs 4th and the Group N lead. Argentinian Marcus Legato is just a few seconds behind. Calderola, just outside the top 10, leads the Asia Pacific Group N battle. Jones is initially close behind, but then goes off the road and into retirement. So Warren is second in the APAC Group N standings, 40 seconds behind the Italian. And Kumar, up to third in the APRC production class, survives this collision, only to retire later. Leroux, cautious in the conditions, is another place back. Green climbs back 11 places after brake failure drops him to 32nd. Countryman Hawkswood's out early with a broken gearbox. Tajima, initially just inside the top 20, is also out with an engine management problem. The rain eases overnight and conditions are dramatically improved for leg 2's 4 stages, each repeated twice. But the second time through, the roads rut up and concrete culverts in them become increasingly exposed and increasingly more dangerous. Bourne's in control for the morning, winning 3 of the 4 stages to extend his lead to 41 seconds. Only to lose most of it with a bad tyre choice in the afternoon. Taguchi, second, ends up just 8 seconds behind. Karamjit's run near the front ends when he first has a puncture, then loses 9 minutes with a blown turbo, dropping him to 14th. He charges back, making it up to 7th, regaining second place among the APAC runners. Legato takes third outright from Nutahara, then goes almost a minute clear. Next is Nutahara. Hiroshi Yanagisawa is fifth. Warren takes the lead in the APRC Group N contest from Calderola. Ends up 8th overall, third outright among the APAC drivers. Leroux picks up the pace to climb to 9th. Calderola drops 4 places with a puncture, ends the leg 13th. Green's made it up to 17th. Leg 3 reuses some of the same forest roads as day 1, and they're still wet and slippery, and full of exposed concrete culverts. Karamjit is gunning for the APRC leg win, and the bonus points that go with it, and he wins the first 3 stages, despite a puncture.
Right 5 little later.
Rally leader Bourne's Impreza is now using alarming quantities of oil and water, and he's in survival mode. Luckily for him, Taguchi's unable to take advantage. One puncture delaying him, another forcing his retirement. Bourne goes into a final super special stage with a 6-minute lead on Legato, only to find that the weather and the passing of the rally has changed the super stage road dramatically in the last 2 days. He's lucky not to roll, or at least bowl a couple of photographers. Karamjit survives a scare on the same super stage jump to bring his battered Proton home 5th, APRC runner-up. Nutahara leads home Yanagisawa, 3rd and 4th, to be top local driver. 7th place Warren wins the APAC Group N honours. Leroux 4th of the Asia Pacific drivers. Calderola's next, 4th in APRC Group N. Green 14th is the only other APAC finisher. So it's a relieved Bourne who celebrates a win salvaged from a troubled rally. Legato 2nd and Nutahara 3rd join him on the podium. So defending champion Karamjit Singh still leads the overall championship from Calderola. Bourne's up to 3rd, ahead of Warren. In Group N, Calderola has had his lead trimmed by Warren, now just 9 points behind. Jones is 3rd. Mitsubishi and Proton are tied for the manufacturer's points lead.